Hi, everyone.
Hi, folks. Welcome.
It's another mini episode of Mystic Scales and
And
Fae
Tales
Tales
podcast.
podcast. Which, have we ever explained the name to everyone? I think we have in like the first couple episodes.
Maybe. And yeah, you definitely did at one point. I think it might be in an episode that hasn't aired yet.
Okay, so just so everyone knows, for all of our newcomers, we've had a lot of people join recently, which is so exciting.
Super exciting. Thank you.
Thank you, all of our listeners. So, Mystic Scales and Fae Tales podcast. So, first up, the amazing logo we have is created by Lee's cousin, which is
Yes,
gorgeous,
shout out to Shanti. She did a great job.
literally amazing. And you can see in the logo itself, it has a dragon wing, it has a fairy wing, it has a sword, it has books because we love to read fantasy and dystopian and all of those kind of books. Our main focus is always fantasy dystopian, and then these mini episodes, talk about the fun contemporary books we also read. But Lee, do you want to talk about the name? What's the name mean?
Okay, so like Mystic Scales is for like the dragon, the fantasy creatures that we kind of dive into. And then Fae Tales. I like obviously like you think of Fae, which is like your Akatar, your like that kind of world. I also like to be like it's like fairy tales. Like we are Disney girls. Like we love a good fairy tale story. So that
What?
I
We're
think
Disney girls? That's shocking.
yeah, so sorry as we both have Disney things on.
Literally.
So I kind of think actually that I resonate more with the Fae Tales part of our title. I don't
Well,
know if you've
also
ever
like
thought of it that way.
all of our like Instagram and TikTok is all like fake tales.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
mystic scales, we appreciate it, but like the
But I
fake
mean,
tales is more the
you love
bigger.
dragons. So
I
like that
do love
is,
dragons. Oh,
and
look,
we
I
do
have some
love
dragons
like Game of
here.
Thrones. Yes, I saw that.
I have dragons next to me on my
Her
desk.
her Funko Pops,
I
which
have
are
so many
actually really,
dragons.
really cool.
They are cool, but they use the same mold a lot of times. But you can see like these. This is so not about books, but I mean, technically this is a book, but like you can see the mold for these two are different, so at least these two dragons look
Yeah.
differently. But I've noticed like sometimes they repeat molds.
Well,
But so far so good for these dragons, particularly for everyone that's obviously not watching, is from House of the Dragons, season two. These are season one.
do you have a
Which
favorite?
dragon?
Yeah.
I mean, they've only made two. They've only made God, I'm so bad with their names. But this is Damon's dragon,
Okay.
and
Ugh,
this is
that
Rhaenyra's
one is
dragon.
nasty.
Um,
No, wait,
yeah.
not that one. The one that's the almond with the eye.
Oh, they haven't. I don't
Dragon.
have that yet.
Jeez.
They made a bunch of NFT ones that I unfortunately do not have. And then I guess I have three dragons because then I have oh my God, what's her
Maylis.
name? Maylise, thank you. R.I.P. Which they were so cruel because I feel like they released this like right after that episode. So yeah, I mean my favorite is Rhaenyra riding her dragon. It's my favorite
Oh yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
Just classic. And they always put a lot of details in terms of like, even though like you could barely see her costume, like she still has all the details on her costume.
Hmm.
So
That's really
it's
cool.
yeah. I love my Funko Pops.
Yeah,
That was my
go
first
on.
love. Love my Funko Pops. I bought
Oh,
a
that's
Funko
fun.
Pop the other day when we went to the movies, and one of our friends, Andrew, shout out Andrew, he was like, "No, you can't be buying Funko Pops anymore. It's books now. You can only buy books. Like you're a book gal." And I was like,
Wow.
I have to buy both. Like I can't.
But yes, Mystic Scales, Fae Tales. We spent a lot of time thinking about our name. We polled the people in our lives.
hmm
Um, and I also love like I love the purple. We both love purple.
Purple is
So
so pretty.
it was so
Someone
nice that we
complimented us
went to,
this week too. I
yeah.
was talking to, they were like that our design was really good. I was like, thank
Mhm.
you. I was like, we put a lot of effort into this. We couldn't figure out
Mhm.
the colors for the longest time.
I know, but I think we landed in a good spot.
We
I
did.
always I like seeing it. I like the little background you made for Instagram, um, that we put behind every post.
Yeah, it's cutie.
It feels like, I don't know, it feels like coming home, you know, when you click on that, you're like, ah, that's our vibe.
Well, on today's mini episode, we would like to do a random theme that we have picked from our list of themes that we wanted. Usually in the recent mini episodes, we've been reviewing books we've read that are like not our main series. We're still going to keep doing that because we still have to read Strawberry Pancake, and we have to read Dating and Dragons.
Yes.
Um, but for this episode, we wanted to do something fun and talk about TBRs, to be read, for anyone that doesn't know what that means.
TBR, the ever-growing list.
Um, I do you keep track of your TBR? That's my first question to you.
Yes and no. Uh, I live in a world of organized chaos. So I have lists and piles everywhere. I don't think I'm quite as organized as you are because I know you restructured Fable. So do you want to talk about
Oh
Fable?
my God, yes. Okay, so I am a mess. I was that person that like bought a bunch of books like once I started reading again. Like, you get so excited to get back into
Mm,
reading.
yes.
And I bought so many at once. I did like all of the sales. I was like whatever sales I can get to. And then I often attend New York City Comic Con every year. And now I started working it, which is really exciting. But I usually also walk away from that convention with like 20 books or more, because they give a lot of free galleys away throughout the event and or author signings, or on the last day they do a lot of sales, which I didn't have as many this year, which was a little sad. But because they got to get rid of the books, they can't bring them home. So I walk away a lot with that. I've gotten a lot for my birthday and for events once people find out you love to read and they're like, oh, I don't know what to get you a book. You're like, it's so easy.
New book. Yep.
For them, not for me, because then I have too many to read. So then I was running into the problem too, where I was like, I don't know what I have on my bookshelf, and I don't want to go out and buy the same book.
Right.
Um, and yeah, so I reorganized so much of my TBR.
Which, like,
Um,
also, I will say, like, lately, book covers have been trending to be similar, right? So, like, there
mhm.
might be a book that you're like, yeah, I think I have that. Like, it looks familiar. And the titles are all like of ash and stone and the serpent's teeth or whatever.
With the
And
sword
you're
on the
like,
front of it. Yeah. Yes, I
right.
agree.
So, I think it's very smart that you were
Well,
like, okay,
that
let's make
happened
a
to me and you. Remember when we were at Barnes and Noble, and we I saw this really beautiful cover that had dragons and whatever, and I was like, this is so gorgeous. Ends up I didn't buy the book, thank God, because
right.
I do have it. It was the one we saw was the paperback release, and I have the hardcover. And the
Mm,
covers are so different, but the titles are the same. Obviously, it's the same book. So I
yeah.
was like, thank God. Also, I realized the book that you picked out, I have.
Really? The Nile one?
What
Oh,
the river knows, I literally have it on my desk.
well then we can read it.
Exactly. So anyway, so what I ended up doing with my TBR, I also moved into a place where I had less room for my books. So I have a storage area. So in my storage, it has a lot of the books I finished and a lot of I haven't finished yet, I haven't read yet. But what I keep in my room with me is only books for the most part that I haven't read. So everything on my desk,
Mm-hmm.
which I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 16 books on my desk that I haven't read. I have one book I have read, and it's the Milk and Honey Anniversary Edition because I've read Milk and Honey years ago, but I love it. It's signed, so I keep it on my desk. So I have those books on my desk I haven't read. And then in my bookcase behind me, I have a mix of Funko Pops and books. It's the Billy bookcase from IKEA. If anyone needs a bookcase, I highly recommend. And I figured out a way to put my books like double layered. So when you look at it, it doesn't look like a lot. But in reality, I think it's like 90 books are in there. 93. So what I did was on Fable,
Is a
because
list.
we're not, yeah, I do. I actually really love it. Because we don't love Goodreads, we are on Fable. I made I have my TBR list. Am I currently reading my finished list? And then I have a separate list I made that's called my bookshelf TBR. So I can keep track of every single book that is
Yeah.
in that bookshelf. And then what I did, which I haven't updated yet, I went to storage and I took a video of all of my books in storage. So I'm going to make another list that'll say like what's in my storage. I am moving soon, so hopefully when I move, I can have all of my books and like make my little library. Then it'll
Mhm.
become one list of all of my TBR lists, so I know
Mhm.
everything I want. And then I do have a want to read list, which is a little
Mhm.
hard because then it mixes everything together, like in your want to read, like even if you make your own
Right.
custom list. So
Right.
like if I go to my want to read and I'm like, oh, I want to read this book, and then I look, it like won't tell me like immediately like it's in my bookshelf already. That's a little hard. My want to read list is where I add in anything like I'm shopping or I see an email and I'm like, I want that book. I add it in. I do need to go through it because when I imported from Goodreads, when I switched over, it doubled some of the books.
Oh, oh gosh.
So like right now it says I have 595 want to read books. I definitely don't have 595. I probably have like 400. But
Still a lot, but
I know get there eventually. But yeah, I do have to go through that. And the nice thing is though, like it organizes it on like your most recent put in. You can like filter it and do it. There's so many different things. And they have an option with their little like AI feature of pick for me. So
oh,
then you go in and you just their little bird. I don't know the bird's name. I should. And it pick for me, and then it does a little like goes through all of your TBR,
oh,
and then it
okay.
picks a book and it says you should read this
Oh,
next.
Scout. Yeah, okay. I've never like paid attention.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Which is really, really exciting. So I loved that. So I actually did that the other day, or like a month ago when I was trying to find a new audiobook. I was like, Scout, like go for me. And I wasn't liking what
help
they were
me.
picking. And then I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this book. So it's
Hmm.
actually pretty cute. So that's my long explanation
Okay.
of what I do
Okay, so
to
you've
organize my
inspired
TBR.
multiple questions from me. Number one, this isn't a question, it's a statement. Want to read and TBR are not the same, which is like a weird thing that I feel like only book people will know, right? Because like want to read are like kind of like they're either not out yet or like you've heard about them and you're like, oh yeah, like I want to read that. But like I feel like TBR is more like I have this like either in my possession or it's like a I put it on the list. So like it's definitely going to be read. But a
Hmm.
want to read is still like we're getting there. Um so I think it's funny that you have both. And then for your like desk books. So like I have that too. I have a shelf like I have a big bookshelf and I have a shelf that like and I just started doing this because like we've been getting so many books, but I'll have a stack of books and I'll kind of like put them in order that I like want to read them, or I'll at least put like the one I want to read next at the top to like kind of
Okay.
force myself to be like, this is what you're reading next.
Got it.
Do you do anything like that, or do you just have like five books and you're like, sure.
Um, no, I do that, but I don't do it with my desk books. My desk books, I think, are just pretty. I think I just put them here as like okay, so the books I have on my desk are Divine Rivals, like the two we're gonna read next. I have
Yes.
Red Rising because I want to read that series.
Okay,
I
yeah.
have What the River Knows. Didn't realize I had that on there. It's pretty. I have
Fair.
The Foxglove King of Fate, Inked in Blood. Again, both pretty books. Oh, I do have Onyx Storm on here. I didn't realize I had it. I used to have all Fourth Wing here because on the dragons it looked really cute.
Hmm.
Spark of the Everflame, Ink, Blood, Sister and Scribe, of Shadow and Moon is another one. Oh my God, these all sound the same. The
How
Kingdom
many
of
are there?
Liars, the Scarlet Veil, the Mo of Multiple Dreams, the Ashes of Star Cursed King, which I meant to read because I read the first one, and A Thousand of Heartbeats. These are all just really pretty covers and really pretty. Some of them
I
have
was
stained edges.
expecting like four. That was like 12.
Oh, there's 16 on my desk.
Okay.
Um, and they look so pretty together. Oh, Together We Burn was the other one I forgot. So yeah, that's those are not like I'm gonna read these next. Other than Divine Rivals, but
Yeah.
they're like big series or things like I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this one day. I stare at it for inspiration every day, you know? But the
Yeah.
pile that I have that I want to read is on the floor next to my
Okay.
bed.
Priorities.
Or I put like there's like a little in our bed, there's like a little like cubby and I
Mhm.
put Dating and Dragons there. Like whatever I'm currently reading is
That's
there.
your like, yeah.
That's
Nice.
there.
Mhm.
And then yeah, on the floor, I have some workbooks. I have books that are next. And then I just told you recently I have a pile on my desk that I didn't mean to have of also books I want to read next. I've been starting this thing now where I'm using my library for graphic novels because
Mm.
they're shorter, easier reads, and I don't need to buy every single graphic novel, even though I love to support the artist. So I
But
got
support the
two,
library too, so
exactly, two from the library. So those are my library reads. And then I
nice.
have Strawberry Pancake because we have to read it.
We
And
do
then
have.
I bought this for my friend. She wanted the second Handmaid's Tale book and she couldn't
Oh,
find it, so I got it for her.
nice.
Um, so yeah, so usually though, like whatever I'm gonna read next is on the floor next to my bed.
Yeah, I put the like priority ones, those go on the coffee table. So Divine Rivals has been on the coffee table for months.
Exactly.
Um, Shadow and
Exactly.
Bone is also there because we're gonna get into the Grishaverse
Oh, I have
eventually.
that on my thing, and guess what? My chat the what's the Six of Crows, the box that I got for Christmas? It's still wrapped up. It's not even open. It's just on my bookshelf
So
wrapped up.
beautiful. It's ready. And then I also have Strawberry Pancake. And I was looking at that last night and I was like, this book is kind of big. Like, why is this the same size as like Sunrise?
It is pretty big,
It's like we don't
but her
do
font is
not
usually smaller, so that's the good thing. But oh, it
smaller,
doesn't
but
look
that
that
means
small
it's
this time.
more.
I mean, big. I meant bigger. Oh my God, it looks bigger. Holy shit.
I was like, oh no. And I'm currently reading a slow burn. So I was like, I don't know about this. I'm nervous.
It's 361 pages. Wow, that actually is a lot.
Like a fluffy rom-com, that's a
That's a
lot.
lot. Wait, what slow burn are you reading right now?
I'm reading another Allie Hazelwood. It's called Check and Mate. It's
Oh yeah.
simply a YA. I think that's debatable,
You think it's
but
more adult or more younger?
no, I think it's definitely more adult. Like
Oh, okay.
the main character, she's 18, so I guess that's why it's YA, but like
Yeah.
the things they talk about, I don't know. It's also like very chess heavy, so like if you don't know chess, don't read it.
Do you know chess?
I know how to play chess, but like even the first like I would say 100 pages or so, I was like, this is kind of boring. And like it's a slow burn, so like there's nothing happening.
Oh no.
Like there's family drama that like she's still hasn't like revealed, and I'm on page like 230.
Hmm.
So I'm enjoying it, but it's slow. And yeah, I had the moment where I was like, do I not like slow burns? I like slow burns in like film and TV.
Yeah, I
Like
would say
season
TV.
season two Bridgerton, yes, please. But
Oh my
I
God,
don't know
yes.
about this. So, anyways, my TBR on Fable got screwed up also because of Goodreads. And maybe not screwed up, but I have so many old books from my Goodreads that I just kind of feel
Yeah.
guilty about because they're there. But the truth is, I'm probably not going to read them because they're there from, I don't even know, 10 plus years ago. Like,
That's how I feel. Like I need to go through it and like delete a bunch.
and I just like that makes me feel bad. But I did delete a couple because I was like, let's be honest, we're not going to read these.
I love that. Do you remember any of them or no?
Yeah, there's like I don't even know what this is. It's called Exquisite Captive. I think the author, Heather Demetrios, I think she wrote, yeah, it's called Something Real. And it was like a YA about a girl who she has like 12 siblings, so it's kind of like a cheaper by the dozen situation. And so like it's her growing up in the spotlight. And I really
Mm.
enjoyed that probably when I was 18. So this is just another one from that author.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
There is a baseball YA on here. It's called Play On. I feel like if anything, I would read that
Oh my
um,
God.
because I love baseball.
How, I have a question for you. How influential is Book Talk and Bookstagram to your TBR? Like, if you see something, do you immediately add it? Are you gonna like go out of your way to like read the description? Are you gonna just like take note of it mentally? Like, what do you do if you see something?
I think I have
Say something.
to. it's not like a one and done. Like I have to see a bit about it and like definitely have to like look it up, check like a rating or like some reviews. I think the best example of that are Quicksilver and Phantasma. Although I
Hmm.
will say like I saw Phantasma on Book of the Month and in September. And that's when we were like in our like spooky, like let's have a theme for reading. So I think I was like pretty
Which we
taken
kind
with
of
that book.
still did, still do a little bit.
So like yeah, if they sell it really well, I'll be like, ooh, okay. But I also feel like yeah, I have to like talk to someone. So I'll have to talk to like you about it, or I'll talk to Kayla or like my cousin and be like, hey, have you heard of this? Like, what do we think? And then
Wow.
yeah,
So you're
I feel
not
like
easily influenced.
no, I guess not. I don't like hype. So and that kind of goes in everything. So like I'm wary of the hype. So you really
Mm.
have to sell me on it. How
Ugh,
about you?
I'm so easily influenced. It's so bad. But I think it's just because I'm looking at books all day. But like,
Yeah.
I if I see something, if I see something on Instagram and it's a pretty cover and I like those videos of I send you them all the time where someone's like talking about like the description of the book or like there's
Right.
like a or they're like there's just like text about like the new did it like I have a book from someone who's recommending it and I'll be like, oh, that sounds great. And then I'll go to my app and I'll immediately add it. But I will check if
Really?
there's a rating. Like if there's a rating, that's probably why I have so many in this. If there's a rating and the rating's low, like I won't do it right away. But like depending on like if I feel like it, like I'll read the description, but sometimes I don't even read the description. Sometimes I just add it. But because it's not like I just bought it, like I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
that's
my
yeah.
thought of it is like I'll go back later, I'll look at it and then be like do I want to get this? Or like when I go to a store, I could like scroll through the list and be like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, that looked interesting. Let me actually
Mhm.
read the back of the book when I go to the store
Yeah.
or online.
I I do love the videos that are like, if you loved this or like this character, like you'll love this. Like I love
Yeah.
watching those. I don't think that I buy or actually read 90%.
That's so funny. I'm so influenced. I'm so influenced by like the Barnes and Noble newsletter. I look at all of the like new releases people post. Like I'm constantly looking at like what's coming up next. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, yeah. Like I send you that all the time. Like, oh, this book is coming
Yeah.
out. This sounds good.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm always on that vibe of like what's new, what's coming. And I think that Book Talk and Bookstagram influenced majority of my purchases that are in here. Like once I started rereading again and I was like really into reading, I think like half the books on my shelf are like Book Talk books. And I'm just like, that's also why tried to slow down my buying because I'm like, I need to read them to make sure I like them and not just like because Book Talk said they're
Right.
cool.
Right. Which like we found a few that were like, this isn't really it. But I gotta give you
Light
credit.
arc.
Like you I wasn't gonna say it, but there it is. But you don't get overwhelmed. I feel like I would just get overwhelmed.
No, because okay, this is another thing I do. You could tell I'm so type A. I specifically make all of my social media different feeds, or I try to, so then whenever I'm feeling for something particular, I can go there. So for example, my main Instagram is like a Disney account, so I can look at Disney stuff and my friends and family. My second one is my book account, so I can look at all book things. My TikTok is it started getting to be like a little booky, which I don't like, but it's Funko Pops and Disney and things. So
Oh,
like I try to
okay.
like and funny random things. So I try to like make my social media curated to be specific things so I
I
can
love
pick
that.
whatever vibe I want for that
Uh-huh.
day or whatever I want to look at.
I love
Um,
that.
and like I definitely did this on accident. I accidentally made our book page like Hunger Games. Like our entire feed is like Hunger
Oh,
Games, if you've
see,
noticed. And I'm like, I need to fix this. I was like, this is only Hunger
not
Games content.
that's not
Oh,
what I thought you were gonna say because the last time I went on ours, I fell into a Benny Blanco like spiral and I was like, oh
really?
no, what have I done to our book talk
Like it's on the TikTok or the Instagram.
on TikTok? I
Okay,
have.
I did that on Instagram. On Instagram, our Instagram is definitely all Hunger Games
Oh,
content.
okay.
So the
It's
TikTok is fine.
probably half Instagram and half Deep End because that's what I see when I go to our For You page is just Deep End from Allie Hazelwood, which is fine with me. But I love that idea that you have like curated. I don't do that.
But yeah, I think it also keeps, well, I end up still doom scrolling because everyone does. But my attempt with it was to try to like make me doom scroll less. because then I'm like curating everything to like what I want in that moment. So yeah, if I get overwhelmed with the books, then I just like put it down. But usually I end up seeing the same trends, the same books. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I do get overwhelmed with people that make the list. Like I love the list when they're like, new releases coming out in March, and but then it's like pages
Mm-hmm.
long, or they're like,
Mm-hmm.
if you love this, read this, and it's like pages long, and I'm like, this is overwhelming. Like
Too
I'm trying to
much.
read more. Um, I realized I haven't read a lot of sapphic books, and I was just like, that's I would love to. Like, I'm gay, like I want to read more lesbian books and by lesbian authors, and also like lesbian fantasy. Like I feel like I haven't read much queer fantasy to begin with. So I'm
Mhm.
like, "Ugh, I want to read more queer books, so that's my goal this year." And this one person I follow posted like this huge list of sapphic books, and I saved it all, and I was like, this is so overwhelming to look at. I was like, I can't, like, how do I narrow in which one to start with? So like things like that overwhelm me when people do it, but like the other videos, like you were saying, like those are kind of cool just to like see like if you read this, or like when they do like the vibes, like they have like the mood
Hmm.
boards, and you're like, this
Hmm.
is what this book is about. And I'm like, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Like you
Sure.
just sent the cottage core one, right?
Yeah, I should do a list of cottagecore ones. I also sometimes send you things so I remember to go back and watch it
Just to
later.
like save it. Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I do like when people do like holiday roundups, when they do like things like that, like vibes, like cottagecore, um, horror and things like that, because then you like know
Mhm.
exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, because it's weird too, because like sometimes you'll hit a spot where you finished a book and like you want to start something new, but you literally don't know where to start. And like you have this huge TBR, but like what? And I guess that's why the like Fable thing has Ask Scout. But like sometimes, I don't know, you kind of have to like search your soul a little bit.
What do I want to read next? Well, that happens to me with series too. Like if I finish a series, I don't want to go
Yeah.
into another series right away, or do
Yeah.
another fantasy right away. And I think I made that mistake with Phantasma. I haven't listened to it since
Mm.
we last talked. I got pretty far in it, but I think I'm gonna just wait. I'm just gonna wait till you get the book. I'm gonna restart
Yeah.
it.
And it's a pretty long one, so
It
I
is.
I understand. Yeah.
It's hard. You gotta pick the right thing that you won't like breeze past and then be like, what happened?
Right.
And then now that we're reading together too, I'm like, well, do I start this without me? Like, what do
No,
I
I
read
haven't
this thing? What do I not read?
haven't been able to do that because I'm like, no, I can't do that. Except for like Crescent City 3, but that's different. Yeah, I was like trying to map out everything that I have to read, and I just feel like so much has come out. Like there's Strawberry, there's Fearless. Is it called Fearless? The new Power List?
Oh, yeah, I forgot we have to read that too. Forget
I
that.
know we have a calendar, which is very
Which,
helpful.
yeah, I know. But I also want to feel like, it's the mood, like whatever we
Right,
want. Like,
right.
like we definitely want to read this one right now. Like, but then we start reading that one. Like, it's
Or
so
like
hard.
like what you're saying, like you just needed an audiobook. Like I needed that, and you're like, do deal with the Elf King.
Oh, yeah, did you finish?
Yeah, I
Did you
finished in
like
like
it?
2 days. It was bad. I mean, like it was bad that I finished it so
Oh,
quickly. Like
okay.
I rushed.
Did you
It
like it?
was fine. It
It's
was
a nice
like what
palate
it needed.
cleanser.
Yeah, what it needed to be.
Yeah, it's cutie. You have to check
Yeah.
out my Pinterest board for the book.
Oh, I haven't seen that. No.
Yeah, I think I have one for that one. I also do this too. I make Pinterest boards for the books that I read. Not all of them.
They're so cute. The Hunger Games one
I love Hunger Games. It's my favorite one.
broke my heart.
It's also so I can like remember the vibes of the books. I
Yeah,
don't
I
forget
mean,
it.
that's what like got me into Lightlark originally, is I saw your Pinterest page for it,
Which is so
and
disappointing.
I was like, this sounds great, and then yeah, it went downhill.
That's our kind of like I think that's like what we feel about TBRs, honestly. Like we're trying to be on top of it, and it's harder said than done. But I'm
Yeah,
sure all of you feel like that. Let us know what you guys do for TBRs and how you handle your want to read and your TBR.
and how influenced are you?
How influenced are you? That's a great question. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to check out our book clubs on the app Fable. We have them all linked in our bio. We are going to be starting Divine Rivals soon. So that's very exciting. And thank you guys so much for joining. Check us out on TikTok and Instagram at Faye Tales Podcast. And happy reading.
Reading.